Jeremiah 52. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hamutal, the daughter of Yirmeyahu of Libnah. And he did that which was evil in the eyes of YAHUAH, according to all that Jehoiakim had done. For through the anger of YAHUAH it came to pass in Jerusalem and in Yehudah, till he had cast them out from his presence, that Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babel. And it came to pass in the 9th year of his reign, in the 10th month, in the 10th day of the month, that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, came, he and all his army, against Jerusalem, and pitched against it, and built forts against it round about. So the city was besieged unto the 11th year of King Zedekiah. And in the 4th month, in the 9th day of the month, the famine was sore in the city, so that there was no bread for the people of the land. Then the city was broken up, and all the men of war fled, and went forth out of the city by night, by the way of the gate between the two walls, which was by the king's garden. Now the Chasdim were by the city round about, and they went by way of the plain. But the army of the Chasdim pursued after the king, and overtooketh Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho, and all his army was scattered from him. Then they tooketh the king, and carried him up to the king of Babel, to Riblah in the land of Hamath, where he gave judgment upon him. And the king of Babel sleweth the sons of Zedekiah before his eyes. He slew also all the princes of Yehudah in Riblah. Then he put out at the eyes of Zedekiah, the king of Babel, bound him in chains, and carried him to Babel, and put him in prison till the day of his death. Now in the 5th month, in the 10th day of the month, which was the 19th year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, came Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, which served the king of Babel, unto Jerusalem, and burned at the house of Yahuwah, and at the king's house, and at all the houses of Jerusalem, and at all the houses of the great men burned he with fire. And at all the army of the Chasdim that were with the captain of the guard broke down at all the walls of Jerusalem round about. Then Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive certain of the poor of the people, and hath the remnant of the people that remained in the city, and hath those that fell away, that fell to the king of Babel, and hath the rest of the multitude. But Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, left certain of the poor of the land for vine dressers and for husbandmen. Also hath the pillars of brass that were in the house of Yahuwah, and hath the bases, and hath the brazen sea that was in the house of Yahuwah, the Chasdim broke, and carried all the brass of them to Babel. Hath the cauldrons also, and hath the shovels, and hath the snuffers, and hath bowls, and hath the spoons, and hath all the vessels of brass wherewith they ministered, took they away. And hath the basins, and hath the firepans, and hath the bowls, and hath the cauldrons, and hath the menorah, and hath the spoons, and hath the cups, that which was of gold in gold, and that which was of silver in silver, took the captain of the guard away. The 2 pillars, 1 sea, and 12 brazen bulls that were under the bases, which King Shalimah had made in the house of Yahuwah. The brass of all these vessels was without weight. And concerning the pillars, the height of 1 pillar was 18 cubits, and a fillet of 12 cubits did compass it, and the thickness thereof was 4 fingers. It was hollow. And a chapiter of brass was upon it, and The height of one chapiter was 5 cubits, and the network and pomegranates upon the chapiters round about, all of brass. The second pillar also, and the pomegranates were likened to these. And there were 96 pomegranates on a side, and all the pomegranates upon the network were 100 round about. And the captain of the guard tooketh Yirmeyahu, the chief priest, and Zephaniah, the second priest, and 3 guarders of the door. He took also out of the city a eunuch, which had the charge of the men of war, and 7 men of them that were near the king's person, which were found in the city, and at the principal scribe of the host, who musteredeth the people of the land, and 80 men of the people of the land that were found in the midst of the city. So Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, took them, and brought them to the king of Babel, to Riblah. And the king of Babel smote them, and put them to death in Riblah, in the land of Hamath. Thus Yehudah was carried away captive out of his own land. This is the people whom Nebuchadnezzar carried away captive in the 7th year, 3,000 Yehudim and 23. In the 18th year of Nebuchadnezzar, he carried away captive from Jerusalem 832 persons. In the 23 year of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive of the Yehudim 745 persons. All the persons were 4,600. And it came to pass in the 13th year of the captivity of Yahuyakim, king of Judah, in the 12th month, and in the 25th day of the month, that Evel Merodach, king of Babel, in the 1st year of his reign, lifted up at the head of Yahuyakim, king of Yehudah, and brought him forth out of prison, and spoke kindly unto him, and setteth his throne above the throne of the kings that were with him in Babel, and changedeth his prison garments, and he did continually eat bread before him all the days of his life. And for his diet there was a continual diet given him of the king of Babel, every day a portion, until the day of his death, all the days of his life.